So the first question I've been asked is, which is better, The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings? Now, this is going to only deal with books because not all of the movies have came out for The Hobbit yet. So I'm only going to be dealing with books, and I'm sorry if you haven't read them, but once the movies come out, I will deal with those. I personally believe The Hobbit is better of the books because you can't look at them as prequel, sequel, all throughout history. You have to look at them as different stories, just written by the same author. Because the Hobbit only deals with Bilbo's adventures as a young lad, and the Lord of the Rings trilogy only deals with Frodo's adventures as a young lad. Now, I have read them both, mostly. I'm still in the third book. I'm still in Return of the King. But that's okay. I've read most of it. So I I have a pretty clear understanding, and obviously I've seen the movies. They're really good. You should see them if you haven't already. Um, but you have to look at them as separate stories, and that really makes it clear that The Hobbit is the better. Because in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Tolkien dances around the fact that we need to take this ring to Mordor and drop it in the fires of Mount Doom. Ooh, Doom. He dances around the fact they get involved in a couple of wars, and the one for Helm's Deep, where they're in Rohan, could have been avoided by leaving Rohan altogether. Don't mess with the sick king. Don't do all this, and don't fall in love, Aragorn. No, no. So he really dances around that fact, and it makes for great storytelling, but when you get down to it, they have a really easy and simple route to take. And it is shown by a map, which I don't know how to get that up on screen for you, but if you've ever looked at a map of Middle Earth, you can see where they could have gone, how they could have gotten there, and it really just doesn't follow that how he writes it. It really makes for amazing storytelling and a wonderful story. But in The Hobbit, they they go to Rivendell because they need to. They need um, Elrond to read the moon runes on the map that Thorin has. If you haven't seen the movie or read the books, I am so sorry, but this does contain spoilers. In The Hobbit, Tolkien does express a direct point to point system because he tells you why they need to go here, how they're going to get there, what's the significance of this place. And in The Lord of the Rings, he really just doesn't do that. So I personally believe The Hobbit is the better books. For the movies, we'll see in a couple of years. But for right now, I hope this will do for all you question askers out there. So, konnichiwa.